Hello guys, today I'll show you how to make the Hound Skull Bascinet out of cardboard. Let's get started. So to start is you're going to need cardboard, and you're probably going to want to cut it in thin strips like this. And do several of these and hot glue them together until you get a long line. And this line will be the measurement around your head, and then you can do the same for the top of your head. And so that shape will be the start of how you want your helmet to fit. You don't want it to be too small or too big. You just want it to be a nice snug fit. The next part you're going to want to do once you get your shape is cut out a piece of cardboard about from one side right here, and it reaches the other side right here. And so that will be the half of your helmet. Now, if you notice, I cut slits out of the top. So when you glue this piece to here, you can then bend this right here so it becomes a rounded shape and hot glue them together. But important is you need to know that the pieces are measured properly, or else it'll shrink your helmet by squishing it together. If you make them too tight, it'll make this part go in. But once you fold them together, when you glue them, it should look something like this, and that will be the side of your helmet. And you can make the size of this adjusted in any height you want. If you've glued it on, it should look something like this. Remember, you can change the height of this lower or higher depending on how you fold it. Now, on the outside, it is going to have these lines, but you can put paper mache over it and then just spray paint it if you really want it to be smooth. So when you finish the other side of the helmet, it should just look like something like this. It's probably what the helmet will look like once you added both sides on it. So let's continue making the actual face of it. We're going to add the back of the helmet. You want to cut out a long sheet of cardboard, and you're going to take the helmet and put this near the edge, but about halfway through the helmet. So see this line? That was the halfway point. And I'm going to add this right here, about that far down. Then you want to glue that there, and then bring it all the way around and glue it like that. So the helmet will look something like this once it's glued on. So now I've added that piece on the back of my helmet. Now we're going to actually add the front piece. Front piece, you're going to want to punch 2 holes on both sides. So a hole right here and a hole right there. So you can actually put that on there. And if you notice, there is holes on this side too. And I measured the distance from here to also here, and it should be a good distance, and I'll show you the distance that you would want. So when the helmet is on here, you're actually going to want a gap, because you're going to fold these corners inward to make the rounded. To attach this front piece to your helmet with the holes, you could use a piece of rope or a piece of leather strap that if you have, and you tie a knot through here, and you're going to put that through the hole that you made over here on your helmet. Pull it through, and then you're going to tie it from the inside. Don't worry, you can cut off this. So when you tie it on the inside, it'll just rotate. To make sure that these knots stay on and they don't come off, you can take your hot glue gun and just hot glue in the cracks. This is what the finished product of what you just did looks like. It does rotate up and down. Now, to make it look rounded, you're actually just going to cut slits in this gap right here. So one in the middle, and one on the other side, and one on the other side. So then again, you could just fold these inward and hot glue them, and then you'll get the rounded shape. Once you finish the slits right here, it should be pretty rounded, and then you can still go up, and it will probably stay. So the next thing you want to do is cut out an eye hole where your eyes are when you put on your helmet. So once you've cut out eye holes, then you're going to start doing the beak. For the beak part, you're going to want to cut out 4 triangles. And the triangles will be put on right here. So I just got the top beak done, hot gluing, and now the lower part of the beak, you're just going to take the triangles and obviously just pretty much glue them on. Okay, so I just finished the whole beak part. Now we get to do the eye part. You just take a rectangular piece of cardboard. You can cut down the center of how big the eye is. See, just about that big. And then the next thing you want to do is cut out a little bit bigger than the eye, about that much. And so this, yeah, that's almost perfect. See that? And so now you're going to cut out this middle piece right here. And you're going to put that over the eye. So once your eyepiece is complete, you basically just stick it on over the eye hole and glue it on. And you're going to put it over the eye, but at a slight angle. And it is okay to actually, see, you're going to get some of this right here, and you can just cut that out. So now I'm going to hot glue that on there, just like that. So now once you've glued those pieces around the eye, now you just want to cut out the shape of this eye in the inside. And so it looks a little better if you cut out the size of the eye than that. You just want to cut out the size. So now to poke holes on the helmet, I just took a piece of metal and cut it. And now to do the specific pattern, like this one, this helmet I did, on your right side of your helmet, you can poke one hole right here, like that, and then below it 2 holes, and then 1 in the middle, and then 2 holes on each side. And you keep doing that all the way up until you get on this side. You also do it on the lower right side, and then on the left side, you poke 1 on top. You basically do a cross, but you want these ones to actually be a little bigger, so that's when this can come in handy. So I just finished poking the holes on this side and the cross on this side. Now you just have to do it holes on the lower right side. Today is a new day on our helmet, and now we are going to finish up in small details and spray paint the helmet. So if your helmet looks like mine, where it has this rim right here, you can just paper mache over it or add more cardboard over this, but you may have a harder time trying to pull it up and down. So after you finish spray painting it, the helmet will be done, and you will have your Hound Skull Bascinet helmet. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more, and comment on this video on what weapons we should do next and armor. See you next time.